More than likely, if you clicked on this video, you are either thinking about day trading or you've been day trading but probably not finding a lot of success. And I want to give you guys the no BS, no sugarcoat truth about day trading. And I've been doing it for 12 years. I've mentored students. I know what it takes, what you have to do to actually be profitable at this. And I'm hoping this video saves you years of pain, or it saves you years of trial and error, or it saves you just the whole journey. Because the truth is, 90% of people watching this video are gonna fail at day trading. So if there's 1,000 people, imagine that at least 900 will fail, will never make a profit. And I would rather talk to them and make them quit before they even start than waste their time. Now, I don't want to sound extremely negative about it, but someone has to say it. Someone has to be honest how hard it is trading and who is it really for versus who is it really not for. Because if you're the guy that's like, I'm here because I saw TGR buy a new Koenigsegg and that's my goals, more likely you have the wrong goals ahead of you. Truth about every single trader that I met that is profitable, they have two really strong characteristics. One is they are good losers. This means that whenever they take a loss, they don't really take it at heart too much. You're not like, oh my God, like this sucks, I hate it. You take it more as like, that was a learning lesson. Take it more as like, what can I do better? They look for ways to improve. And this is a really good point as like just successful people in general. Anybody you watch, like anytime you watch an interview or anybody you talk to that has met a really successful person, it will tell you that successful person is highly, highly coachable. They don't have a big ego. For example, if you speak to the Chicago Bulls coach when Michael Jordan was playing, he would tell you that MJ was extremely, extremely coachable. He could tell him what to do. You could tell him what to work on. He didn't have a huge ego. He wouldn't get offended. And this is where most people really struggle. They take everything to heart. They think the market is after them. They think the mentor that's teaching them is not the right person. And the truth is, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. The truth is, at the end of the day, if you take a trade, you have to learn from it. That's the only way in this business you'll do well. And it's tough. It's a really tough business. And it's really tough as humans. You don't want to take accountability. I get it. You don't want to be, you'd rather blame it on something else. You'd rather blame it on somebody else. But taking accountability freaking sucks. Trust me, like I know, right? Like as humans, we're not really used to that. We'd rather blame somebody else. We'd rather blame something else than blame ourselves. But the truth is that you cannot do it that way. And the second really strong characteristics that I found people that are successful is they care about the journey. They're not really there for the money. Like, yeah, the money interested them, but the truth is whenever they're taking a trade, they're really looking for that journey to show that, hey, this trade I took and it went well because of this, or it went wrong because of this. They're not really worried about like, hey, I'm looking to just make $1,000. And that's the way I trade. Anytime I trade, I'm like, am I taking a good setup? Am I taking a good trade? I make $1, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. That should be just the outcome of you taking good trades. And I can't like stress that enough. I can't tell you guys more. Like I can't repeat it enough times to tell you the only way you can make money trading is if you don't care about the money, which I know is completely like backwards because you're thinking, I'm in it for the money because I want to make money, right? I hate my job or whatever. I don't want to go to school. I'm trying to make a side income, just like a side hustle, get a couple payouts to get to buying a car, whatever your goal is. But the truth is, because of you are looking for that money, it's going to keep you away. And that's when 90% of people can make the mindset shift. And I've said this many times, like the technicals are always going to be the easiest things to learn. Like just about anybody that watches, that learns from me, the technicals, 2 months, if you spend an hour a day, you got them down. You know what setups to look for. You know which trades you should take, what's a proper setup, what's an A+ setup. You learn all that, what all the confluences are. That's the easy part. The hard part, and I'm sure everybody can relate to this, and let me know in the comments if you can, is the mindset. I was speaking to a good friend of mine. I ran into him at the gym. He's probably gonna be watching this, and he was telling me, man, like, my issue's been over trading. Like, I get on the charts, and usually I hit a couple of really good trades, but then, like, I can make more. I'm gonna just stick around the whole day. realizing, and then they give up their profits and they break even for the day, and even worse, red for the day. And the truth is, we don't think about mindset capital and emotional capital when we're trading. A lot of people are like, hey, trade 8 hours a day, you'll make more money. The truth is, it takes a lot of effort in your mind to look for the setups. And if you trade it all day, sometimes you can relate to this. You're like, man, like your brain feels like you just spent like 500 calories. I think there's something out there that talks about how chess players, when they're like in a big tournament, they spend upwards of 2,000 calories on, and they're not moving, they're just moving chess pieces. The truth is, your brain is probably one of your strongest muscles, and using it when you're trying to analyze the charts, keep your emotions in check, it's very, very stressful. So that's why trading less is more. And again, another thing I noticed with all the traders I speak to, they do really well, they've made 7 figures, you've probably seen them online. They're looking for 1 setup a day, 2 maybe, like, you know, there's the odd day, there's 3, but they're not looking to trade more. Less is always more with trading. And again, another thing that sounds counterintuitive. This is why day trading is so hard. There's a lot of things that are counterintuitive against themselves. You're like, hey, this makes sense, but the reality is, if it makes sense, more than likely it's not what you should be doing, right? And also, we also have to talk about, it's so hard because it isolates you from everybody else as well. It's a very isolating skill. You're trading on yourself, by yourself. There's not many people. You can go to your family and talk about, like, yeah, I'm trading, I just entered off this liquidity sweep for value gap retest. There's a golden pocket there, target at 2 to 1. Your parents are gonna look at you like you're crazy. They're gonna tell you, hey, you gotta stop trading. You gotta find something else to do, right? So it's an isolating skill that a lot of people struggle with. As humans, we like to be with others. We don't want to be by ourselves. We don't like to do that, right? Who wants to be alone all the time? You might be saying, hey, I do, I'm like a loner. The truth is, more than likely, you're probably not. So if we can hear a little bit of the car. Alright, a little bit of the car while we talk, keep things interesting, keep it spicy. I mean, do you guys think it needs a tune? Do you guys think it needs a new exhaust? Like, I feel like it should be a little bit louder, but you guys let me know. I hope the mic picked it up well. Now, what is the right way to start? If you're a beginner trader, if you're somebody that's like, you know, I want to fix the fundamentals, I want to fix the basics, what can I do to get better? And most of you guys, that's what you need. Imagine when you first get into trading, you didn't build your fundamentals right. It becomes really hard to be profitable after that, because the base of what you built upon is not very strong. If you build a house, if the fundamentals, if the foundations aren't good, guess what's gonna happen? At some point, earthquake is gonna happen, or something happens, the house is getting crushed, and we don't want that. So these are the 3 fundamentals that you should be starting. Number 1, we talked about a little bit. Focus on the process. Look at every trade as a way to learn. Look at every trade as a way to get better. Look at every loss as a way to look within yourself and understand what you did wrong, because more than likely, on most of your losses, you probably did something wrong. You did something that you could have done better, and you can learn from it. You should be happy. Oh my God, I lost right now. I can learn from it, versus thinking, oh my God, I lost, I'm down $200, I need to make it back. And that's one of the worst things you can do. Which leads me to point number 2, which is over trading. Guys, I don't think there's anything out there that destroys new traders more than over trading. And I understand why they're doing it. Number 1, you're excited, right? And this applies also to traders that have been doing it for a while. You're really excited, I'm jumping into a new world, I wanna learn, I wanna spend as many hours on the charts as possible. But a lot of times it's holding you back. It's not making you realize that over trading. Ask yourself this: if you play basketball for 4 hours straight, are you going to be as effective, as fast, as strong, as much cardio on the first hour versus the 4th hour? No, right? That's why a game of basketball is what is it? 4 quarters, 15 minutes each. That's why a game of soccer is 90 minutes. That's why a game of football is, again, 4 quarters. There is a limit that you can do those things. There's a limit that the mind needs a break. And this is why you need to limit yourself. What you can do to limit yourself? Number 1 is, I recommend setting an amount of trades you can take per day. On a lot of platforms, they do that. or just build a routine. It's like, hey, at 11 I gotta be at the gym, at 11 I gotta do something, so you train 9:30 to 11, and that's it. Now you don't only have to train 9:30 to 11, you can trade any time that fits your schedule, but just find a time that's 1 to 2 hours max, stick to that and walk away. I'm so adamant on my mentorship students in that I stream, I make that the point. It's like we cut our move, we are walking away, I'm leaving. And I do that, for example, for them, because I've gone through that. Remember that, guys, I've been here for 11 years. Every mistake that you can think somebody have made, I made it twice, 3 times, 4 times probably. I had to learn the hard way, and I don't want you guys to do that, right? Now, next up is start small. What you need to conquer is the difference between whenever you enter a trade, there's going to be a balance that you have to find at any stage that you're in. It's like the money that you put in or the proper stop loss you're going to take needs to be enough that you care about that trade and you're taking serious trade. You're not there just BSing, like with demo trading, people just full pull or short, they don't care, they're not actually taking it serious. But also not enough that you're gonna be emotional about it. It can't be enough that you're like gonna be crying about it. You're not gonna be enough. I spoke to a student, he's like, yeah, after loss, he couldn't go to sleep. He can't go to sleep after he loses. More than likely, it tells me he's over leveraging. How many people have done that? You need to find that sweet balance. And what I tell people is, once you find that sweet balance and you're able to double your account twice, bring it back, then double again, so it's twice, that's when you can size up. And size up small. And sizing up, especially with platforms, guys, it's not you trade one account, full portfolio minis. It's you trade 2 accounts, 1 mini each. You trade 3 accounts, 1 mini each. You're copy trading. So the risk per account stays the same. It's a lot more easy to emotionally manage that versus, for example, holding 3 minis on one account, because the P&L you're gonna see on the charts, you're gonna see it move up and down, and it's gonna scare you. It's gonna be easy for you to handle it, and it's normal. You have to understand that it's normal. It's part of the process, and you can't be so hard on yourself. Don't be extremely hard. It's like, oh my God, I'm terrible. This is not meant for me. You have to understand it's part of the process, and you need to give yourself some time. Now let's talk about journaling. You need to be journaling every trade, and it sounds so cliche. Every time even I say, I'm like, everybody talks about journaling. Guys, but I'm telling you, this is exactly what I did when I first started trading. I wish up 6:30 a.m. on the charts because I was in California, so I was in Pacific Standard Time. I had a notebook there every day. Right after a trade I took, win or loss, I would write in everything about it. And I was doing that, and I started noticing that I would almost recognize patterns. Like, for example, I'll take similar setups, and I'll be like, wow, 2 weeks ago, I wrote in this exact setup. And that was getting me to be really good, really fast. I did not journal off the bat, guys. I thought like you guys, oh, journaling is boring, I don't want to do it, whatever. It's all like those cliche things that people say on the internet. It really does work. Now, I'm not a fan of digital journals. That's me personally. I don't want to say don't use them, but like a TradeZilla or something like that, I'm not a fan, because I think there's nothing like putting your pen to paper. There's nothing like just like that, like your hand starts hurting when you're writing. But there's nothing like learning like that. Like that's the best, in my opinion at least, to really get your brain to memorize that exact moment. That to me, that's always what has been the best. Next, don't talk about switching strategies. Let's talk about switching strategies. And I was doing this all, guys. I had no real clear path or clear direction on how I should be trading or a strategy. I didn't have a mentor. Right, the community was a lot smaller when I started back in 2014. Now going 11 years ago, going into 12 soon. So I was switching strategies like constantly. Like I saw a video, scalping strategy, $2,000 a day. Like, you know the videos I'm talking about, right? Like sometimes I make those for the clickbait type of things, but you know what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm starting that video, next day I'm trading that. I took a loss that day. Next video, oh, it's best swing trading strategy to make $1,000 a week. Oh, I'm on that, right? Who can relate to that? The truth is this, and it applies also in mixed martial arts. I was just watching the fight, Hamza versus Dricus du Plessis. You can see the guy that Dricus is pretty good on his feet, he's pretty good on defense, pretty good at wrestling, pretty good at jiu-jitsu, pretty good at kickboxing, right? He was a kickboxing champion. But versus the guy that only does wrestling, he's decent at a few other things. You have to be a little bit well-rounded, but he's just a master of wrestling, just ragdoll them, destroy them. That's the same with trading. The master of one thing, if you traded 5-point scalping strategy, but you're the best at it, you're gonna crush it. If you trade a swing trading strategy, but you're the best at it, you only do that one single thing, you're gonna crush it. Guys, that's what you need to be like. You need to be like, I wanna be the master, one strategy, I just kill it. And it also helps you with your overtrading. Because if you try to learn 2, 3, 4 strategies, every confluence in the world, you can almost always find a setup. You're like, oh, this makes sense. So it's gonna help you in 2 ways, which is amazing, right? It's gonna help you in a way that you are gonna be trading less because you're only focused on one thing. And 2, you're gonna become a really good trader. You're one thing, right? Like me, you guys, like Antonio, you make the same videos over and over again. Yes, because I mastered one thing, guys. Do not trust an influencer. Do not trust somebody out there. Every video, it's a new strategy, bro. How? How can there be every video a new strategy every week? Because if you're profitable, you're not, guys, why, if I'm making money, why the hell am I switching my strategy? Like, just think about that logically. Why would you do that? You gotta be the same way. Now, first you have to learn a strategy, so you're gonna have that hurdle to get over. This is kind of where you can backtest, and you can, backtesting helps you see if your strategy has an edge, right? You take a good amount of data, and if you find it does have an edge, then you take that, you run with it, right? So now I'm gonna be pulling in. I know you guys are like, I don't know we're here for the talk, but I know you guys are probably here. We want to see the whip, so we're gonna park, look at the whip real quick. All right, quick little tour of the whip. It's a little bit dirty. I hope you can't see that on camera, but guys, I love this car. I'm not lying, I do love. After driving it for about a few weeks, I love it more than the Ferrari. I can't really lie, but like, dude, the carbon wheel, like, look at this wheel, bro. I don't know if you can tell it's so dirty, but it rained yesterday. But look at this, and the wheels, like, come on, this is insane. And I was surprised how many people like love this car. The feedback I got on this car, it's been insane. Really love it. I really highly recommend it. And I hope you watch this car and you take it as inspiration of what you can do. Because if I can do it, I promise you anybody can. I had nobody helped me. I didn't have an easy way out. I didn't have an easy way. I didn't have a shortcut. I had to do it the right way, the hard way, which, I'm happy for it. It helps you learn as experiences. You have to take them, right? If I can sit there and be like, wow, this guy got a handout, why not me? Why not? If you start having that mindset, guys, you never have to make it. Take the cards you're dealt with and make the best out of them. Now, most people that are not willing to do the work, they're not willing to do the grind, more likely have clicked out of this video already. If you can't sit down and watch a video for somebody that's been trading for 12 years, telling you the mental steps you need to take to actually see results in this business, more than likely you don't have the mental capability to actually trade, which is great, because now I'm talking to all the people that are locked in. I'm talking to all the people that I really believe you're still here, you're still watching this, you want this to happen. You don't think this is a game, you're not here to fool around, you're here because you want it to happen. And to those people, all I can say and all I want to say is there's no secret video, there's no secret indicator, there's no secret technique that you can do, but what you can do is have belief in yourself. The more belief you give to yourself, the higher the chance of you trading it is, because trading and being profitable is extremely correlated to someone's self-worth and self-dignity. People that believe in themselves can become good day traders, because day trading, the hardest part about it is the battle you're gonna have of you versus yourself. Because in trading, you're not fighting with somebody, it's not competition, it's not who has the best ads, who has the best marketing. It's who believes in themselves the most, who believes in their trades the most, who believes in their system the most, and the edges. So have self-worth, have belief, and I promise you, your results will be there. Now, the last thing I'm gonna leave you for the people that are still here, I'm curious to know, what is your why? And if you build a really strong why on getting to your goals, and this honestly does not even just apply to trading, but it just applies to like just about anything. If you build a strong why, you start working for other people, you start working for a purpose, a passion, versus for the money. And the money comes, guys. Everybody that's made a lot of money, it's because they had a purpose or had a passion. The money is an outcome of that. So leave it down in the comments below. I hope you guys like this video. Comment. I hope you guys love this car talk, because I love driving. I love talking to you guys. Let me know what you want me to talk about in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.